Yeah. The question is, where in the world did these early Christians come up with this information about Jesus? In other words, if it's right next to Jesus, and Jesus appeared for 40 days, plus his teachings before that, okay? And his disciples are on the scene talking about this, and Paul comes along and he double checks it, okay? And then he preaches what everybody's double checked already, and this is in 24 months, okay? I'm just saying, where did this information come from? Because this is not Jewish theology, this is not pagan theology, this is completely brand new, that Jesus Christ claimed to be God, died on the cross, paid for the sins of the world, rose from the dead, and appeared to all of these people.
Let me use an illustration of an amusement park. If you're a roller coaster aficionado, there's two kinds that I'm familiar with. The one that goes ching, 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 and you're going up and you're all apprehensive of coming down. There's the other kind that starts at ground zero and they say, you all set? And you take off immediately. That's what we have here, the latter one. And most scholars are realized, they've been for about 30 years now, the kind of ride that starts out like this is the resurrection. Before then, Jesus made incredible claims. Son of God, Son of Man, Messiah. Wow, this is just blowing my mind. And he's living a life that seems like he's like that. But now he's dead, and we have Black Saturday. This is horrible. Life doesn't get any worse than this. And then what happened? He was raised from the dead. The resurrection is the dynamo that says, whoa, you know what? He must have been who he said he was. And you go, bingo, you were listening.
All right, you are writing a book where your bibliography is 4,000 different scholars, and you quote 2,000 that you think are the top scholars in the world, okay? And I'm saying, are you telling me that these people, 95% of these people, believe what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, even if they don't believe in the resurrection, they will say that event proclaimed as the resurrection was the dynamo that shot the message out. We already had the message, but the resurrection caused us to say, the Father did something here. You know, this is really true. And that was what got them, just like the roller coaster takes off like that, there they went to the earth, and they never stopped proclaiming it till their last breath.